Good morning, good afternoon, good night. I hope wherever you are and whatever you're doing, you're having a pleasant and wonderful time. And welcome to the Ugly Truth Podcast with Sam Phoenixia, where I share the most ugliest truth to make your future a little more beautiful. Welcome to this podcast, guys. I'm feeling great. I have caught up with my full time job with the paperwork I needed to. And at the time of filming this podcast, I just feel really great. And yeah, without further ado, let's just get started. So, yesterday I put a prompt out on my Instagram, and I did again put a prompt out today telling everyone to ask me any questions you like me to answer. And I got a number of submissions, and as you know, today is going to be the Q&A podcast. I'll be answering those questions. We're going to keep everyone anonymous today because I haven't asked anyone if they want a shout out or to remain anonymous. So next time, if you want to flick me a message or if you want to ask me a question that you want me to answer on the podcast, just flick me a message on Instagram at Sam Phoenixia or at Phoenixia Productions and state whether you want to be given a shout out or you want to remain anonymous. It's totally up to you. Now, without any unnecessary introductions, let's get into the Q&A. Okay, let's start with the first question without unnecessary introductions. Right, first question. What's the best thing that can happen in the first 5 minutes of waking up? Very good question. It's got to be a cup of coffee. After brushing my teeth, when I wake up, I stay in bed for like a minute or two, wake up, go to the bathroom, wash my face, brush my teeth, head upstairs to the kitchen, and make myself a cup of coffee. Americano is my preferred coffee, and I always love it. Throughout the day, maybe a flat white or coffee with milk. I love it. All right, good question. Let's get into question number 2. What is the most recent fact you learned that surprised you? What is the most recent fact? God, recent fact. That I'm really good at investigations because my full time job consists of that. It's quite legal based work. It's law enforcement, it's regulatory. So I learned that I'm quite good at investigations. So far, with what I've done, I may not be good with complex files, but as of now, I'm loving it. It's really good. Good question. Right, let's get into question number 3. What's your current golden rule when it comes to living life? I struggled with that when I was a kid, and I think, and when I was a teen, I overthinked or overthought everything, whichever is the right one. And I really cared of about what people thought about me, of what I did that people found weird or not cool. And when I got older, I realized that it's nothing. I shouldn't be really worrying about that because if it makes me happy and it's the right thing to do, it shouldn't make me feel weird about it, and I can't let anyone feel weird about it also. So just it's hard, and you're probably not going to listen to me for the young viewers out there, but over time, when you grow old, you will realize that you just can't waste your time thinking about what others think about you. So the sooner you realize that, the easier life is going to be for you. Good question. Right, let's get into question number 4, I believe. Question number 4. When you want to escape from everyone, where do you go? I go to a beach. And the beach is actually close by my house, and it's really nice. It's quiet, and it's not like a big, huge beach that everyone goes. It's a home side beach. It's really nice, and I go there. Sometimes 5, 6 o'clock, and there's no one there. They just finished work, heading home, so it's good for me. It's the waves are coming. It's windy sometimes. It's a little bit sunny, just makes me relax and makes me literally want to reflect. And I leave my phone at home, just take my keys with me, go down to the beach, and I, just look at the waves and the nature, and it makes me reflect on myself, on my day, or what I've done throughout my life. So it's really good. Good question. Right, let's get into question number 5. Do you have a favorite brand? Now, this question is a little bit vague. So I'll say my favorite brand of phones, Apple. Just because it's easy to work with, it's fast, it doesn't get viruses, and it stays good throughout the years. Yes, it does lose battery life really, really quick. And apart from that, can't really fault it. I like it personally. Now, others may have a whole nother opinion. But I'll leave that to you. Because, in my opinion, I like it. It runs smooth, no problems. Right? Let's get into the next question. Good one. Do you think you were ever part of the popular crowd? I thought I did in year 12 or year 13. And actually, the school I've been to was really chill. We didn't have uniforms. It was quite a brand new school. I think it was established in 2009, 2008. Some years around that, 2005 or something. Because other school I've been to, they were established in 1913, 1940s. So, kind of, it was an old school uniform. Everyone had to call everyone Mr. Smith or Miss Johnson or whatever. But this school, we called our teachers by first names, and everyone was close together. So we really didn't have that popular or geeky crowd that traditional schools do. Definitely, there were people that you'd be, oh my god, it's typical teens, But overall, it was good. Jeez, my ring keeps hitting on this. But overall, it was really nice, and I enjoyed my year 12 and year 13 at that school. So, and I think there might be a get-together party soon. I'm not sure. I was just added to the Facebook group like months ago. I think last year. I don't think it's going to work out because of the floods, but sometime soon, I am very excited to see people from high school again. I miss that time. Good question. Right, let's go to the next one. Do you name inanimate objects? Inanimate objects. Yes, my car. It's a Hyundai Santa Fe, and I call it Galaxy. It's really nice. I love it. The color just looks like the galaxy at nighttime. Love it. Perfect. Real good. Good question. Next question. What is something that someone does that will immediately turn you off? If we're hanging out, we're close friends, even if we're close friends, we're having a drink, we're talking, we're, trying to have a good time, and they keep going on their phone for like no reason. Either I'm being boring, or the party or the get together that we kind of put together is not working. I would expect that other person to be like, "Hey Sam, it's not fun. What else should we do? Come up with ideas, not just go on their phone and you know chill." I really don't like that. That really turns me off. Good question. Keep in mind, for other people, if you go to parties and people think it's boring, just brighten it up. Do some drinking games, but responsibly. Do some drinking games and maybe 21 questions. Traditional games like that. It's always fun. Right, next question. What bad decision did you make that actually turned out to be a good decision? It was making. I actually don't know because most of my decisions are somewhat thought out. Uh, it's funny. I think of something and it's really well thought out, right? And I think it's great. And then when I do it, it just seems like poorly planned and poorly executed. And it's just me. I don't actually have the answer to that question, but whoever submitted that, I'll probably get back to you. Good question, though. What old school skill set do you have? Talking on the phone. Oh, yeah, I mean, I just don't want to say anything to offend people, but a lot of people from my generation, they're like, "Oh my god, I can't pick up the phone to talk to someone. I really don't want to talk on the phone. Just text me." No. I love talking on the phone, and I do not like texting. That's the thing. I do not like texting, and I love calling everyone. So my friends who hate phone calls, I give them phone calls. "Hey, what you doing? Where are we going? Are you free this weekend?" And they're like, "You could have texted that." I'm like, "Yeah, but calling is faster and easier." So I think calling. And for all the people who are from my generation, suck it up. You gotta do better. Pick up the phone. That should be a song. I'll pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. Thank you for tuning into this episode. It's been fun answering your guys' questions, and I want to do this maybe every other month, a Q&A podcast, because I want to make this a regular thing. That way I get to know you a little bit, but most importantly, you get to know me. And I love answering questions. It's fun, it's interesting, and it keeps the show kind of a good, a fast, a paced. These are the effects of filming late at night. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to be notified of our new content. And don't forget to check us out on Instagram at Phoenixia Productions. I hope wherever you are and whatever you're doing, you're having a pleasant and wonderful time. See you later.